Alright, Fern, we're going to Ralston Creek CrossFit. This is where I coach, this is where I train, my friends are here. Please don't embarrass me.
Well, A, I'm not your friend, and B, you don't need me to embarrass yourself. Welcome to the best hour of their day podcast with your hosts, Jason Fernandez.
And me, Jason Ackerman. With more than 20 years in the business,
As both coaches and affiliate owners,
our passion is to help create world-class affiliates
and coaches by building
better boxes. Welcome to
the best hour of your day. This is a beautiful gym. So, good branding, it's clean, it's organized. It's just easy on the eyes in this place. It's good. Only thing is like a little bit more light. That's the only thing I would, if I was going to be critical. However, there is a little bit of a vibe because it's a little bit darker, but it's a beautiful gym.
Let's just circle up. Big circle. Big circle. Hey, Anna. What's happening?
Yeah, we do fight before.
Are you gonna move today?
No, I'm doing.
You're gonna take notes? Oh, you're judging me today.
Anna's in
Girl.
charge.
I like it. Guys, let's go ahead and start here. We're gonna go squat stances, grab on the toes. We're gonna come down to the bottom of our squat. And then nice and slow, kicking those hips up, straightening out the legs, head coming through. Just roll through 10 slow bootstrappers here. As we're doing this, starting to think about question of the day today. I want to hear your name. And then, would you rather be a dog for a day or a cat for a day?
Kevin, definitely a dog.
Right on.
Want to know how it feels.
Is that because cats
Be
are
loved
careful?
by
Or?
everyone.
Yeah, kind of. You know, you can reach into places humans can't reach into.
Oh, I see what you said. Okay, all right. Like things. Yeah, all right.
I just have more questions.
Every man was thinking the same.
I just went out and said it. That's all.
Fern, I'd rather be a dog. Yeah.
Dog.
So.
Right on.
Jason, French Bulldog.
French bulldog.
Specifically, yeah.
Katie, a dog.
Katie's gonna be a dog. Right on.
Mountain lion.
Ooh, okay.
So,
I did not specify house cat.
Already I like this place.
With the mullet,
The group has been laughing since he started
Most bobcats have
the WOD. We haven't even actually done the WOD yet. We're just over here stretching and telling inappropriate jokes. So this is my kind of vibe.
Okay, cat dog. One for the cat dog. Mix it up.
It's the intensity piece that we haven't been doing. I'm very sore today.
The floor.
You're failing
Let's
right now.
alternate
Am I doing it right?
eight. Right, left equals 1.
Right, left.
All right. Abnormal soreness I should be aware of today.
Abnormal soreness, yes.
Have your fingertips a little bit. Think Spider-Man. Yeah. There you go.
Just notice the general lack of range of motion from Jason Ackerman.
Kevin told me to have tight shoulders.
I fell. I ran into the door.
I want to be here right
That
now.
really happens. It's like.
It's gonna be awesome getting up overhead. We're gonna be taking that from the rig for the heavy stuff, and then for our workout, we're gonna be jumping into using that push press. After each round, we're gonna be hitting 15 calorie row. I'm gonna caveat that 15 calories, and then scale's gonna be 12 calories for that one to try to keep us moving. There's a 15-minute hard cap on this, so we've gotta keep going.
So this would be an example of, so there's strength with Metcon, and this is one of the ones where, as well as you can put this together, I think this is, meaning I don't have two entirely separate pieces, right? So I got a strength piece that has nothing to do with the Metcon, and this one we're doing heavy push press or push jerk, and then we're gonna roll right into the Metcon that also has this push press or push jerk with a relatively simple movement of the row, so the teaching there can be pretty simplified. So if you're gonna do that, try to design it in that fashion just to save yourself time and get more teaching in.
First, we're gonna be back. We're gonna drag that piece of PVC down to mid-shin. Then keeping knees back as we stand. Let's go through 10 deadlifts there. Make sure we're squeezing up at the top. Focus on those shoulders. Keeping that midline tight for me. make sure to get
So
this, okay?
embarrassing.
She really wants to be on camera. Go ahead and come back down. From the... I shouldn't see that thing leave you until you're up at the top here. Just make sure you get that touch. Nice there, Jason or Jen. Good, eyes are forward. Let's go ahead and re-rack the elbows back
She's
out in
classically
front.
was described as
Nice.
overextended.
Is that good?
No.
And re-rack. Let's see the sexy double chin before we press, Kevin. That's what I'm talking about. And press.
I can't make an ugly face. It's not
And
possible.
re-rack. Give me 5 more in your...
Damn it, Katie. She's embarrassing us, Jeremy.
Embarrassing us, Katie.
Yeah, I expected more
One of our friends. Must be the coaching one of our best.
We don't know her. We don't know her, guys. Just wiggle your toes for me.
Wiggle,
Go
wiggle,
ahead and
wiggle.
stand and squeeze quads and butt there. Dip and hold. Bring your shoulders back just a tad, knees slightly forward. And stand. Dip and hold. I like where you're going with this, Kevin, but just a little bit forward. There you go. Yeah, just right there. That's it. And stand, dip and hold. Don't need a huge dip here, guys. Push your knees out. We're looking for like 4 to 6 inches. It's more about being fast. And stand, dip and hold. Stand, dip and hold. Drive now without the press. I'm just gonna be looking for you guys staying lined up for me, okay? We're gonna go on my cue. Let's bring PVC back up, elbows are out in front, eyes are forward. Ready, go. Ready, and go. Jump. Stand. Reset. I want you guys to think about jumping hard, squeezing your butt and quads here. It's not just about getting feet off of the floor. Ready, jump. Let's get a little louder. Ready, jump. Jump. Stand. Reset.
Get your timing right.
Jump. Stand. Reset. Stand. Relax. PVC down. 5 burpees. Go.
Ooh, you good for?
That was 4.
For you and me. That was fine. I might have done 6.
I think we've identified a leadership deficiency.
All right, we got push jerk, we got split jerk. We're gonna be working to a 5 rep. We're coming from the rig. Remember, bar set up just below collarbone. You can partner up for this as long as the partner wants to work with you.
I got 2 things to say.
Okay.
1, you show up to class and your coach makes you work with PVC like that, and oftentimes you're like, I don't want to do that. I feel significantly better. Warmed up, my body feels better, it's primed for the workout. So coaches, just because some of your eyes or some of the participants are rolling their eyes at PVC work, you gotta do it because I feel so much better and ready to go. Secondly, we're gonna go heavy and we're gonna do a Metcon, and there was still 10-15 minutes of teaching in there.
Right.
No excuses not to have that.
Yeah, I would agree. So get those reps in, but let's do a quick knowledge transfer here real quick. Let's talk about the relationship and how this works with group management and your ability to see. So Jeremy's actually doing a killer job, good presence and attitude. He's very loud. When he's teaching this formation, very common in the gym to have your athletes set up in lines as you go through. When you do that, it's fine, but consider how you have the athletes orientated, which might be different from how you're gonna have them set up in the class. Remember, that's a teaching point, and I wanna be as efficient as possible. So I would've made a slight adjustment there, and instead of having everybody facing this direction and have Jeremy at the front, what you can do is you can just have everybody turn and face in, so they're facing each other. But now what this does is gives me a really nice visual advantage. So think about he was teaching the push press earlier, and he had them going through the dip and hold. Well, if I've got everybody like on a profile lined up in a line like this, I'm gonna get a lot of contrast on my athletes, and it's gonna be easier for me to see. And what this is gonna do is this is gonna speed up my ability to see and correct because I orientated them the right direction. Now what he's gonna be able to do is he's got 15, 16 athletes in the group. which is great. He's doing a great job. This could make him that much faster. It might, instead of getting 1 to 2 cues per athlete, he might get 4 or 5 per athlete. So think about that and how you lay the group out, and just quick reorientation and say, hey, everybody just turn to the center. Boom. The group hasn't changed, but my visual advantage has now changed. So just wanted to give you guys that simple knowledge transfer, making it more efficient as you coach, particularly as the size of the classes grows. And you think about if I have a higher quantity of athletes, the ability to see becomes more and more important. So if you guys got questions, hit us up.
I don't like split jerks. They hurt my feet for some reason. So I'm gonna go with a push jerk today. That's what happens, Fern. You get coached, you find out all of your deficiencies.
Leave those quads hard.
Little tip here. So Jeremy just came up, and this will happen to every coach at some point. So Jeremy and I just met today. Doesn't know much about me. Before he gave me the cue, he asked a simple question. What'd you ask me?
Can I give you some feedback?
Yeah, he just asked, can I give you some feedback? The answer is obviously yes. But for somebody you don't know, I don't think that's an unreasonable question. Like, he knows that I coach, but we don't know each other. But I think it's just professional courtesy in some instances like that. Just ask a question, be like, hey, are you open to some feedback? And I was like, fuck yeah, send it. And he was right. So just think about that when you guys are interacting with coaches and athletes come through the booth. And he was right. So nobody's above being coached. Coach them up.
Too old to go overhead.
All right, guys, now 4 minutes.
Nate, I don't know if you know this about this guy and me, but we're basically professional athletes, if you will, because we did a competition. We got 3rd place.
Yeah, third.
How much money did we get?
$75.
$75 pros. We had to
But the entry fee was $150, so I don't know.
we lost our amateur status.
Happy elbow. Come on, put your hands. There you go.
They had some O2s in the fridge. O2, shout out Dave. Invest.
Did you guys see that squat, that front squat into a push press? Is that what that was? Tries to go the extra mile all the time.
My biggest weakness, I squat too deep.
Saw that third one and I was like, whoa. What are you doing over there?
It's like trying to catch it
In his defense, that is over his body weight.
significantly.
Well, I don't know.
50. Well,
It was significantly over his body weight for normal Jason, but for chubby Jason, it's just a little bit over.
Dad bod Jason, that's body weight. How come you take the suicide grip?
It's not for everybody, but I do feel that for some people, it just allows you to punch the bar a little bit harder, right? So where the bar is in your hand matters, right? So regardless of whether you have a closed fist or a suicide grip, I want the bar to be as close to in line with my forearm as possible. So if you were doing like a striking class and you were to hit somebody, you can see that, Nate. If I was to hit somebody here, where like that force is going to travel back, there's nothing behind that, right? But if I can get this lined up where I can hit that and it's lined up with my forearm, it's no different than punching a barbell. So when you're looking at people that are pushing overhead, I'm less concerned. For newer athletes that should have a grip around the bar, there's a time and a place for people who are pretty experienced and pretty competent where they can throw that thumb underneath. But what I'm more concerned with is where does the bar sit in their hand relative to having a straight line of action through their forearm into the load as they go through. So it's not about suicide grip or not, it's like where's the bar sit in the hand. And for some people, it's easier for them to get the bar closer to a straight line than not.
I just thought he was going to say because Rich Froning does it.
That too.
As always, actually, no, it's not beat Joe. I want to aim my sights higher. I want to have higher goals than to beat Jason Ackerman. So we'll see. I'm doing a ski erg today. So never done that in a workout before. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 9.
Should I tie my shoes? Should I tie my shoes, Nate?
You're jumping on your bike or ski. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? We're here with Jeremy Strawn, owner of Ralston Creek CrossFit. When I'm not training at Best Hour CrossFit, this is my home spot, so it was really awesome to drop in here. We had a great class, a great workout, and now Jeremy's gonna give us a little tour.
For the record, this gym is significantly better than Best Hour CrossFit in virtually every way. So well done. Well done.
Thanks.
It's been around longer, it's more established.
This is a beautiful box, man. So show us around. Like there's like walking in here, there's a lot of things I really like about this. It's unique, but just kind of like give us the lay of the land.
Sure. Okay, so lobby area here. Make sure we got plenty of cubbies. We do have a shower room for people. We got a lot of people that go to work right after class, and so we want to make sure to have that for them. Bathroom and everything. Coming into the facility, you can see it's an interesting layout. We kind of have a split room dynamic, so depending on how we're coaching classes, we may have to have everyone on one side or the other, right? So for coaches, it can be a little dynamic in that way, but kind of lends to how we do our classes as well.
So talk a little bit about that when you say when it lends itself to how you guys run classes.
So interesting enough, we actually run a family class where we have teenagers and adults in the class.
Oh, cool.
So it makes it nice that we can have two coaches on, and the teens can be over here.
Separate them.
Yep, and the teens can be over there doing their own thing, even though their parents are over here and doing their thing. And so we can kind of do that and split that up. Same thing when we have our kids' classes, we can have them over there, the kids going with a separate coach, and then have a normal class going as well.
Smart business strategy with regard to putting those two together so that parents can come with their kids and they don't have to come twice in a day if you wanted to do that. So way cool. I'm a big fan of branding, logo up on the wall there, beautifully done. Well done. How long did you guys, when you guys opened the box, was that like up day one?
So originally we were MBS 2.
Okay.
When I acquired that from Pat Burke, then we became Ralston Creek CrossFit.
Okay. I didn't know that. Got it. All right. Pat Burke, old OG CrossFit.
Yeah. And so we did that. The wall was kind of interesting. It had like some electrical stuff and everything, so I just covered everything up and then put that up, and then we got the logo and everything. So really happy with the laminate using that. And it's
I think
really
it looks
protective of the wall.
Jeremy's very handy, so unlike me at Best Hour CrossFit, I have to get Roz to do all the handiwork. Jeremy can do it himself.
The other thing in here, I love the flat black. I always think that's cool. Makes the space look bigger. But big fan of the glass roll-up doors, like lighting, natural light in the box. Always I think looks really slick. So obviously those are a little bit more expensive, but if you can do that, I think that looks really good.
Also, when it's not snowing out or cold, when that door's open and that door's open, awesome weather, like spring, summertime here, except for when the leaves are blowing everywhere. Gotta keep the leaves out, but it's really awesome when the doors are open to be training. I think that's something that you don't see a lot of CrossFits anymore. Like back in the day, warehouse spaces like this, now people are moving into areas where you can't get these bay doors. But it's like Fern said, bright, feels bigger, and it's just awesome. Or you're doing a workout with running, you just run right out the door.
Yeah.
So really organized as well. So if you look at like dumbbells, wall balls, ab mats, all that kind of stuff. Have you guys always been that organized, or have you kind of like found where you want stuff to go over the years and like consolidated?
Oh yeah, it's always been, it's evolving, right? Originally, dumbbells and everything were stacked up on the floor. Stacked up on the floor. Kettlebells, same thing, and over time you can acquire more equipment. So like all the Rogue stacks and stuff, we were able to do that. Same thing, we actually built the wall ball thing over there to make sure that we could get it a little bit higher. That worked for us, and I can look around and I'm telling you there's 100 things in my mind right now that I want to change.
Oh, like every box owner.
Every time. Yeah, so for sure.
But the dumbbells, that's new. I mean, that wasn't there when I first got here. It made everything super organized. I think the dumbbells actually used to be where the kettlebells are. And that's a big thing box owners do wrong. It's like we stack these dumbbells and like someone's gonna lose a pinky. So spend a little extra money, buy those, whether it's the Rogue ones or create them yourself, but so much safer and easier to access.
We just bought a 5-tier dumbbell rack at the gym because it was a disaster. Like trying to put
someone's gonna lose a finger one day.
So, the other thing I want to go check out is like my dream box is 2 stories. It's got upstairs, downstairs, and you guys have a cool little loft. Can we go take a look at that?
Sure.
Yeah, cool. Come on. Yeah, this is a cool little setup up here.
Yeah, so still kind of work in progress, and this used to be a catch-all, so we just had stuff being collected up here.
Like a storage area.
Yep, exactly. Still have my storage area back there, so I just built out that wall there, and I still have plenty of storage what I need. But we basically made this just a place for athletes to come up before and after class. They can hang out, they can stream ROMWOD or GoWOD on that. and just kind of hang out. We got our in-body up here and everything as well. Members lockers for some of the members that have that. And again, it's kind of just one of those things where always wanting to improve.
No, I think this is great. I think where and when possible, every gym, you should try to create a little hangout lounge area. And like, we have a big sign on our box that says you don't have to work out to hang out. Like, if you want to build a community, you've got to have space for people to just stay and hang out. And this is clearly off of the floor, so they're not taking up additional space, not being in the way. So I think this is really, really cool. Get up here, hang out. I'd be up here. Jay would be up here just literally doing nothing.
I would skip the workout, take a nap. And shout out to Carl, Whiteboard Daily.
Yeah, so this is cool.
Yeah,
these are all really cool.
Jason got us these, and we love them.
Also, check this out. Like Fern's saying, it's cool that you can just come up here, but you can also watch
so during
class.
like the open, we'll pull the couch out and we'll make a spot so everyone can kind of hang over and watch the Friday night lights go on.
This is also really good for coaching evals, because I think a lot of times you're giving an eval to a coach, they feel intimidated like you're watching them, and they will kind of forget that you're there watching them when you stand up here. Like, they may look up here and there. Obviously there's the negative to that is you might not see everything from the same perspective, but you can spend a little bit of time up here watching without making them feel like you're snooping on them. Let's see my locker.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't
What's
know
in
if it's
there?
been cleaned out.
Dirty socks?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need at a CrossFit gym.
In there.
You got a little whiteboard so I can keep track of my rounds when I beat Fern.
Chewing gum for bad breath.
Some gum? You want some gum? Chalk and tape.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need. All you guys with wrist straps, knee sleeves, helmets,
So
gum and tape.
So most people that have spent any time in my gym, I hate cubbies and stuff like that. However, there are places where it makes sense. So like, we're in Colorado. I saw half the people in here show up in like overcoats, boots, and stuff like that. If that's the case, then it makes sense to have people have a spot to store their boots and stuff like that. So it's not like you can never have cubbies. However, in a lot of instances where they're not necessary, they're just a place for people to just leave their shit. So.
And we do get that too, and then that just allows us to donate to.
Like the gum. Don't donate my gum.
Yeah, don't donate the gum.
But being in Colorado, you don't deal with this as much in Virginia, although you did have a snowstorm recently. When people come in, like, I came in with a different pair of shoes on, changed. And some people do not have that courtesy. How do you handle that?
We ask them to change.
But what if they come in and they're just wearing their Nobles and they're covered in snow?
You mean like shame them?
Do you shame them?
Oh, you mean like tracking in? Like,
Yeah,
right.
because
We
that's going to
don't-
happen anywhere you live, whether it's mud, rain,
and
snow.
and that's part of being a box owner, right? That's going to happen and stuff. But I think that so many people do come in and change that even those people that maybe don't know right away, they start to notice and they'll do it. And so the other members lead by example because they know. And so we've
Good
kind of
culture.
established that, and then the culture does it for us.
Like Nicole said yesterday, the standard.
Standard's a standard.
Also, check out cool jacket. That was pointing
yeah.
at you. I got the same jacket. Awesome gifts, right? Like, what do you?
Why do you have a Coach jacket?
Believe it or not, once in a while.
I don't believe
I'm
it.
on my
That's
way
why I
back
asked. That's why I
into coaching. Best Hour has been keeping me occupied. Best Hour CrossFit. My one member, she's a pain in the butt.
she's real
Until I get rid of her, then I'll be back here. But I think it's really cool. Sometimes we get a lot of our clients to be like, what should I get our coaches? Jeremy got us jackets one year, shoes this year. So, stuff they're going to use, but it's also nice that they're going to represent. I wear this jacket all the time.
Really? I've quite literally never seen you wear that jacket.
Well, you never see me leave the house. When I do leave the house, I do put a jacket on. I was telling Jeremy this morning, this is the most I've left the house in like 6 months. So
Proud of you.
it's Fern has to come into town to get me out of the house.
Cool. The other thing I want to look at, I know you that room is in flux, but you guys did have are you still using it for yoga?
So right now we're using it as more of a pre-post workout as well, and the idea was going to be that we do either stream ROM WOD in there for the athletes, but we have many ideas of what we could do. It could also just be a sublease.
Yeah. Can we go take a look at it? Yeah, because I think that's a cool little spot.
Fish, don't jump. You're going to have done with this. Well, so there's pull-up spots outside. You got a barbecue.
Yep.
Oh, you have like a rig outside?
We have a pull-up bar rig up, and then we actually did purchase another rig to set up to have the full rig out there. Yeah.
So this is where they come in and get their namaste on. No, but I think this is cool because this is, I think, obviously it's a complementary service, yoga, stretching, something like that with CrossFit. I don't think most boxes have this layout where it facilitates doing both. Meaning like they would just have to do yoga in the box, and I don't think that's a great layout. This is a totally separate space. You can use this for recovery room, a bunch of other stuff, but like obviously you can sublet it, like a business opportunity there.
And,
Like
and originally it was a sublet. We do have a yoga instructor that comes on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And does Thursday night yoga for everyone.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think this is, if you have the ability to do it, I think the way it's structured, the way it's designed, the way it's laid out is one of the more important things if you're going to bring in something like yoga or something like that. It can't be inside the gym, like open to the gym. It's not the environment people are looking for something like yoga. It just doesn't work. So, yeah. But yeah, dude, this is an awesome, beautiful box, man. This is really cool. Like, cool layout. Great class today, dude. Coaching was on point. Yeah, it was really good. So, thanks for having us, dude. Anything else?
No, I've never been in this room. This is cool. I've never had a need to come.
I'm not shocked. I've never seen JD. He doesn't do a ton of stretching, so.
I do it in my basement like I do everything else.
Awesome. But yeah, thanks for having us.
Welcome.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Best Hour of Their Day podcast. We appreciate you listening and choosing to have us help you in your passion for coaching and affiliate ownership. You can find more episodes just like this on all podcast platforms. If you're interested in learning more, you can reach out to us on any social media platforms, or you can visit www.besthouroftheirday.com to book a call. If you found this episode helpful for you, please share it so that we can help other coaches and affiliate owners to help build a bigger and stronger CrossFit community. Thanks for listening.